Hello everybody, my name is Shriya and today I will be speaking about Aryabhata. So Aryabhata was an Indian mathematician and astrologer, and he brought a lot of mathematical aspects into India as well as the North Asia and the East Asia and West Asia. So all around him he spread all these concepts, and they paved way for a lot more mathematical discoveries. Many other important mathematicians learned from his teachings and applied them to their own discoveries. So, in this lecture, I want to start off with a quote from Aryabhata, and he says, "The universal medicine for the soul is supreme reason and absolute justice. For the mind, mathematical and practical truth. For the body, the quintessence, a combination of light and gold." So just from this quote, we can realize that he was a philosopher, he was a mathematician, he was an astrologer, he was a scientist, and he brought different discoveries to the table in each of these facets, in each of these roles that each of the different occupations that he was. So let's talk about his life in general, or his personal life or early life. So he's born in India around 476 CE. He's born in Kusmapura, and Kusmapura is present-day Patna in Bihar, India. Back then, India was known as Bharat, and he lived in Patliputra, which was the capital of the Gupta Empire. And we can conclude that he did not put much focus on introducing himself through his books. He put value to his teachings, and that's the reason why we don't know how he looks like. We don't know anything else besides these three facts about him in his personal life. So Aryabhata published his first book at the age of 23, and it was called Aryabhatiya. He published many other books, but this is the only book which we can derive so many things from, and over time we sort of lost his books, and they disappeared into history. So the Aryabhatiya tells us a lot about him and how he could have been like, and we learned a lot from him from that specific book, Aryabhatiya. So the Aryabhatiya is popular in South India more than North India, and his second book was actually more popular in North India. So the Aryabhatiya includes mathematics, it includes astronomy, and it's divided into three sections: the Ganita, which is mostly focused on mathematics; the Kalakriya, which is time calculations; and the Gola, which talks about the sphere. And I'll talk about what these three exactly mean. So in the Ganita, Aryabhata explores 10 decimal places and teaches us how to obtain square and cubic roots using the decimal number system. Then he explores pi, or 3.14, and using the Pythagorean theorem, which was already existing during his time, he obtained one of the two methods for constructing his table of signs. Quadratic equations, compound interest, proportions, and the solutions of linear equations are among the arithmetic and algebraic topics he included. He also emphasized on breaking the problem down into smaller problems and working with the smaller problems first before moving on to the overall problem. Sorry. Okay. And the Kalakriya is about astronomy and it focuses on time. The Gola talks about plane geometry and spherical trigonometry. So the Gola talks about astronomy and mathematics. So you can think of it like this: the Ganita is about math, Kalakriya is about astronomy, and the Gola combines the two. So the last book is called Aryabhatiya Siddhanta and was famous in North India and had profound inspiration on Islamic astronomy, and was one of the books which started the day with midnight. So the new day would start at midnight. There's probably a lot more things in this book, but of course it is a lost book, so we lost so many of his teachings. So To wrap up this session, I want to talk about his key discoveries in math, because our channel is called Mathematics City. So talked about arithmetic and geometric progressions. He talked about unknown variables, unknown variables in equations, and three types of equations: the one where there's a solution, the one where there's two solutions, the one where there is zero solutions, and the one where there is infinite solutions. And he did an approximation of pi. He was first to calculate the trigonometric functions to most decimal places, and he popularized zero in South Asia. So in astronomy, his system was called the Audayaka, and it insisted that the Earth travels around its axis daily, and he explained the solar and lunar eclipses. He calculated sidereal rotations, and he proposed heliocentrism. So he died in 550 CE, and his legacy was such that India's first satellite was named Aryabhata in his honor. Nilakanta Samyaji and Srinivasa Ramanujam also followed his teachings, and they were also revolutionary mathematicians, but their base started off with Aryabhata's teachings. So that can tell you how much Aryabhata's teachings affected the Eastern world as well as the Western world. And the next few lessons in this series will be talking about such revolutionary mathematicians like Aryabhata. And stay tuned to this series, this new series. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Like and share these videos, and I'll see you soon.